Hey everybody, Campervan Kevin here. Well, today I'm in the queue, Quartzsite, Arizona. What am I doing here? Still camping with my friends, David, John, our new friend Donna. Just enjoying our time, going to the vendors, meeting a lot of people, meeting a lot of subscribers. But we were all sitting here. We kind of have the RVs in a, I'd say a circle, but that's not true. It's more like a triangle. And we were sitting here talking, and I saw something very, very unique pull by and go into Scat and Wash, headed toward the Party RTR. Party, can't say it. But I didn't have any interest of doing that, so I parked to the outside so I could be close to the vendors and all the goings on in Quartzsite. But long story short, there's a tractor trailer pulling a, no, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I got to show you. So anyway, I went down to visit some friends. Sure enough, there it was on the side of the road. I pulled in. I was like, "Mister, what do you have here?" He says, "Kevin." He says, "I watch you on YouTube." So long story short, I'm going to get on Miss America the motorcycle, go up here and take a look at his very eclectic, homemade RV. Come on, y'all go with me. Okay, you gotta stay here now. Gonna work on this door handle soon too. Get Miss America up, get her unchained, get her out, get her up and going. Here's our camp again. Got a really good group of folks here. We got the clam set up. Enjoying our time in Quartzsite. There it is. Okay, everyone. Well, we are here and we have made it. And I bet this is something like you guys have not ever seen before. I haven't seen it, so I thought it would be fun to share. Mr. Lee and his wife, Miss Gloria, they have lived all over. And he's owned a trucking company, a moving company. He's got a lot of experience driving big rigs. So a while back, he purchased this 2000 model year bus. Drove it, I believe it was in Texas area, is where he was living at the time. Drove it home and started on the conversion. He's got two dogs here. Miss Gloria, she's awful pretty, but she don't want to be on video. So that's whose legs you're looking at. This is what the dog here, the black dog, is the mobile hobo. Yeah. And the other little dog is Peanut. Yeah. And they travel full time in this converted bus, fifth wheel RV. Okay, well, let's go inside and talk to Mr. Lee and let him tell us about his fifth wheel bus. Hello?
Come on in.
Thank you. Now, I'm not going to pretend this is the first time I've seen it, because I have gone in here and they've shown me around. But Mr. Lee,
Pleased to meet you.
thank you for giving us a tour of your, what do you call it?
My wife calls it a Frankenbus because it's a combination truck / bus. But I affectionately call her semi-crazy.
Semi-crazy. I hear you. So you took a 2000 model year bus.
Correct?
You bought it at auction.
Yes.
$6,000.
Right.
Drove it home.
Right.
Went to a welder. and said, "I got an idea."
There it was.
Mr. Lee and Miss Gloria, they lived in a sticks and bricks, and I'm gonna kind of walk through here as I talk. They decided to sell their home, went into a tiny house, got tired of staying in one place, bought a little RV, thought they needed more room, so they came up with this idea here. I've never seen it before. So you got 2 dogs and 1 kitty cat. What's this baby's name?
Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty. Hey, love. Hey, love. You better stay in this RV. Don't get outside and get lost. We already got 1 lost kitty in quartzsite. Okay, so you cut the front of the bus off.
Correct. And built a 5th wheel gooseneck over just as a towing apparatus so we could actually tow the bus.
Mm-hmm.
We're standing over the front axles where they used to be.
Okay.
And we use the drive axles as the towing axles.
Because they don't have the gears and everything.
Right, the motor and transmission have been removed.
So you took those out and sold them.
That is correct.
So this area up here is the where they sleep. He's got his washer and dryer up there as well. So he's got 2 twin beds. He did all the framing and building on the inside of this. This was their project. They worked on it for 2 years. Many of the most of the furniture and stuff you see in here came out of their own home when they sold it. The bus is still under construction. They are here in quartzsite to put on solar, hopefully. But they've got an apartment-sized fridge. They've got a 12-volt freezer. This here, up under here, is their battery box. Under here, how many gallons of water do you have?
46 here and then 40 in another tank.
All right, so you have a total of 80 gallons of fresh water?
Right.
Okay. Some very beautiful furniture. You said this was your computer?
That was a computer desk.
Computer desk?
Repurposed as a board, a kitchen area.
Repurposed?
Yes.
Now, everyone take a look at this. This is something I'm wanting to add to my RV, Miss Gypsy. Now, they fired it for the very first time last night. This is a Cubic Mini.
Sold in Canada.
I've already asked him. He said this run $500. How well did it heat this bus? Because it got down to about 35 last night.
Very comfortably, if you wanted to stay up and
feed it.
Doesn't hold a lot of wood. You get about 3 hours of heat out of it.
3 hours burn.
I fired it up again this morning, but for on-demand heat, I have a diesel-fired heater because the old bus had a 66-gallon fuel tank full of diesel. So I got the idea, well, why not put in a diesel-fired heater? So that's actually...
That would run a long time off 65 gallons.
Yeah, it'll run a really long time. I don't even know if you can see it underneath here, but it's down underneath there.
Those run about, what, 300?
Yeah, this is Chinese made, and the European ones are 1,200, but the Chinese made ones
I hear a lot of good things about those.
Yeah, well, mine works, and for less than $200, if I get a year's worth of use out of it,
you're good
it's
to go.
paid. And just have all this storage. We put in the big sink.
Yep.
In case I wanted to wash one of my little dogs. If you know anybody has a little dog.
Well,
or 3.
I'll bring my 3 over here and we wash them here. Yours are a good bit bigger than mine.
And that's it just drains into its own tank.
All right. One thing I noticed about this bus, with a hat, I'm probably 6'6", and I can stand up in here, no problem. So lots of headroom. So you heat it with diesel fuel and the little Cubic Mini.
Or
you're going to put on a mini split like mine.
We're going to put it on a mini split like yours, and I'm
loving mine.
Yeah, just various sources. So if you're in an area, say where there's lots of scrap lumber or wood, I'll use the
Mini.
Use the Mini. I've always got the diesel, and it just sips diesel.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a Mr. Buddy.
Correct.
And
always good for a backup.
And I can start my generator and run my quartz heater.
All right.
So I have a lot of sources of heat.
And if it's cool enough, you got plenty of windows to let down to vent for ventilation.
We haven't taken out any windows except for where the chimney, where the stove goes through. So far.
The only windows I took out was for the chimney.
And just covered it with aluminum sheeting.
That'll work. Back here, he's got his 12-volt chest freezer. He's got his toolbox, litter box. Back here, they have a compost toilet that they use. What do you do for a shower?
I have a bucket and a pump, similar to somebody who had a Roadmaster.
You make it work.
That's it. I also go to the truck stop because I buy diesel and I get free showers.
So you also go to truck stops and
yes, sir.
Since you were a trucker, you're quite familiar with truck stop showers.
Right.
There's always one close by.
I try to plan on it, yes.
At least out west.
I have 240 gallons of diesel on the power unit, so I can kind of pick and choose where I buy my fuel, which is important, as it varies from state to state. I like dragons. I have quite a few dragons.
There's so much to see, and I see you have a electric stovetop.
Propane.
Oh, I see the line now.
Right.
I've never seen one like that.
Yep, Amazon. Gotta love them.
What does that cost?
About $125, I think. This is tempered glass.
That's beautiful.
Man, it gets hot.
Well, you could kind of warm up the bus on a.
It does.
With that, couldn't you?
Between the Mr. Buddy and that, it'll get this bus really toasty.
Let's go outside and take a look at the front of the unit here.
Sit with
the
them.
babies are being nice and polite. So you found a mobile hobo on the side of the road. Highway hobo. Yeah. I'm gonna get it right sooner or later. This is Peanut. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Oh, what sweet babies. So what did the welder say when you drove up in your bus and you told him your idea?
Well, at first he was a little reluctant, but with some pictures and we finally got on the same wavelength, he said he would tackle the project. Took him about 6 months, but
he did it.
Yep, he did get it done. It looks real nice, and it's professionally done, and it's safe. A lot better than I could do at home.
Toter here.
This is a 2005 Volvo.
Okay.
It's a pre-emission diesel. Doesn't have the smog.
Pre-emission, no smog.
Right, 435 horsepower, 10-speed Fuller transmission, air ride, cruise control, power steering, jake brakes.
It does it to it, huh?
Same type of tires and wheels that the bus utilizes. So that's important.
Well, you know what's most important to me, not only does it need to pull it, it needs to stop it.
Right. These were designed to pull 80,000 pounds on 5 axles, and I only have 3 axles, and my gross weight's about 32,000. That's tractor and trailer.
Are there brakes on the fifth wheel bus?
There are air brakes on the fifth wheel bus that run through these lines like a traditional semi-trailer. So that's much safer than what you'd have, say, on a pickup and electric brakes on a normal fifth wheel.
I hear you. Awesome. Step back here and get a. How long is this from nose to tail?
See, 53 feet from that bumper to that bumper.
53 feet.
So just about the length of a semi-trailer that you'd see out on the interstate. This is where the front axles were.
Well, that's storage.
But you have access to all this area underneath to build your bins, storage, holding tanks, whatever you need to put in there.
Okay. Got an emergency exit if you need it.
Yeah, you need ways to get out. You got all these windows, they pop out.
Okay.
Back here is where the engine was. Open this up real quick. This is my garage area, kind of messy. I keep tools, hoses, what have you that I need as I go down the road. This didn't have a floor. This is where the engine and transmission used to be.
Okay.
So I built little bins to give it a floor.
Lots and lots of storage.
Pretty good sized garage.
I like it.
One other thing I've done.
Aha. So that's one way to ventilate the coach. I see a screen.
Yeah, that way the cats can't get out. And the white PVC corrugated keeps the sun from shining directly on this glassy area.
How about that?
One of the things I was kind of proud of, Kevin, is these bus lights, when you remove them, you just have a 7-inch hole.
Yeah.
So those are actual pizza pans.
Pizza pans for the...
Bought off of Amazon that I've just put put over the holes. Because I just said I need something around to cover those holes with.
That's fun.
I upgraded to LED bus lights. She's licensed as a travel trade. I don't think you want to put that on.
Awesome, awesome.
But I am a disabled American veteran.
Appreciate you for your service, sir.
Well, it's my pleasure.
Air Force?
Air Force, yeah.
Good deal.
Get great ventilation through here. That's what that big shop fan does. It runs on batteries.
It's
a Ryobi, and it just pulls the air through here and shoves it up through the whole bus. It's high volume, but low velocity, so you can blow your hat off, but it really stirs the air up.
It moves the air around.
Yep, moves the air around.
Well, I just can't thank you enough for showing us your bus, fifth wheel, Frankenbus.
Frankenbus, semi-crazy.
Semi-crazy. Well, that was a treat.
Well, you're more than welcome.
It's nice
Thanks
to get
for
to know
stopping
you.
by and seeing rednecks at work.
That's what happens when you give a redneck a torch and a welder.
That's it.
And mix him with a trucker with a great idea, right?
That's it.
All right, all right. You never know what? You can say it. You never know what you're going to see on the Campervan Kevin show. I just can't thank these people enough for letting us see their RV under construction. They got a lot done, still a little bit ways to go. A lot of great ideas. Talk about fun. All right, I could probably talk about this bus for a couple more hours, but maybe we'll catch up with him in a year or two and see what kind of progress he's got done. But I'm going to end this little video right here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Hey, we will see you again soon. And we'll visit the Frankenbus again. You guys take care. Bye-bye.